Yes, this hair is the bomb, honey. The bomb, the bomb, the bomb. But listen, all right, hey y'all, welcome back to Beauty with Ty. So this hair was sent to me by Vanlov Hair, and it was sent in like this bag box. It was pretty cool. I have a 360 lace frontal, which is lace all around, and it is 18 inches, and it also comes with adjustable straps, which is a lifesaver. It also comes with some flexi rods and some lashes, as well as 3 bundles in the lengths 16, 18, and 20 inches. And the hair is super soft. As you can see at the beginning of the video, it was just flowing, and I was just jamming with it too. So here is my dome head. I did wrap it to protect it, so I'll leave a link down below on how I wrap my dome head, and I got it from Amazon, as well as this stand. And I like to use a curved needle as well as nylon thread. I will be sewing on the frontal and gluing the rest. This is the wig cap that I like to use in all of my videos, and this is the Japanese inspired wig cap. So here I'm just taking some T-pins and bringing down my cap to make sure that my wig fits, and then I go ahead and put on my 360 lace frontal and pull the hair up so I can pull that lace down, so that when I'm done, everything will be lined up and even. And excuse my hair all in the picture, honey. So yeah, as you can see, I have pulled it below the cap, and as well as the front, I like to pull it a little bit in front of the cap, like a ½ inch in front of it, so that it would actually fit correct. But this frontal was like actually really big, so I did end up cutting a lot around my ear after I finished making the wig. So here I'm just going to sew the frontal on, going all around, and I like to sew basically at the hairline instead of at the end of the lace, so that I can make sure it fit and it lays flat. So here, like I said, I just sewed all around, as you can see, all around the perimeter of the frontal. Then I go ahead and cut off that extra lace. If you want, you can leave it. Maybe if you're sewing it, you can leave it. But here I'm gluing on my tracks, so I am cutting them, and I still had minimum shedding even cutting it. So here I'm letting you know to keep going across and do not lay any hair against the actual frontal, so we can lay our last track flush against it. So here I'm just going to keep on going up, and towards the middle I start to curve it so we can have our last track lay flat against the hairline, like I stated. So I'm just holding it. And also, if you do not have a plastic wrap, like how I already have my mannequin hair wrap, you do want to put maybe a plastic bag or a shower cap underneath your wig cap, so that it won't stick to it and you can lift it up easily. So each time I cut the track, glue it, lay it down, blow dry it, like that every single time. And here, like I said, I'm laying that last track right up against the frontal. So here I'm just going to go ahead and flat iron the back of the hair. I section it off, and I like to follow my flat iron through with a brush, and these are Cortex flat irons that I got from TJ Maxx a few years back. So yeah, I just do the whole back of the head just like that. Since it is straight, I'm trying to get it really straight and sleek so I can slay, honey. So yeah, just keep doing that same step, repeating it. Now when I get to the front, I do the same steps. However, I do use a hot comb. Here I'm just letting you know that you are able to pull it right off, and the glue comes right off of the dome head. Again, like I said, because I have already wrapped my cap. Well, wrapped my dome head. So here I'm just cutting off the extra cap underneath that we don't need, and I'm going to go ahead and T-pin the wig down and start to make my part so I can have a side part. And as you can see, I'm trying to get that straight, and then I'll go ahead and section the hair off and go ahead and flat iron the front. I am using a hot comb, and this is how I test it to make sure it's not too hot. I just use the leftover lace that I used that I cut off to make sure it's not too hot. If it's too hot, your hot comb is going to go straight through it. So I'm sectioning off the hair to cover up that last track and just taking the back of my hot comb and just running that over the hair so that it can stay and lay flat. Of course, you can use water or mousse, but it's not going to lay that frontal down how the hot comb do. You can also use curlers or something like that, but it's not gonna lay like the hot comb. So I section off the hair and do the same thing to the front. Take my brush, follow through with my Cortex flat irons, and then I take my hot comb and rub it right against so I can make sure that my wig is really flat. I like to do this in layers instead of just on the part. Again, like I said, it makes the wig really flat and more natural looking because it is pretty thick. I have a 360 frontal and 2.5 bundles. So I'm just repeating those same steps, following through. And as you can see here, I'm taking my hot comb, trying to get that part straight and not curving to the front. And as you can see, that's how I do it. I just take the back of the hot comb and it makes it so much easier and get it looking really natural looking. So I repeat the same step to the other side. So as you can see, this is how it's looking, really nice and flat. Very realistic, sitting on my dome head. So I go ahead and put that on my head because I had some rough cornrows that y'all don't need to see. But yeah, so I'm just pulling my hair to my front, trying to brush it, and I'm gonna go ahead and add some got to be glue right there where my part is. And this is just going to hold that part down. I didn't want to glue the whole thing down because I have a side part. I don't know. I just didn't want to glue it. So I used Got to Be Glue, which is temporary holds for about a day or two. So here I'm just taking this brush as well as this Black Radiance powder to define my part because I don't have a tan cap underneath. Because like I said, I wasn't gluing it, so I didn't bother with it. So when I don't use a tan cap underneath, I just add some powder foundation. You can use liquid, but liquid can come off a little harsh, so I like to use powder. And here I'm using this slick stick that I seen another YouTuber use, which is like thebomb.com, and I'm adding this into my wigs and stuff too because it works wonders. So I put that on to help with the flyaways, and then I take my hot comb and just glide it over, and it like makes the stick stuff like melt and look like grease. I don't know, but it holds and look good and makes it look even more flatter. So you can wear it like this. This is absolutely no hair out. I think that's really cute. Just a little side part or whatever. And then another option is to slide it back just a little bit, and I just kind of section off and get a little part there for my hair for a little bit more realistic look. So I'm just taking my Style Factor Edge Control and I made some little baby hairs. And look at this hair. It is so gorgeous, so soft, just so beautiful. And as you can see, that's what I was talking about with the little hairline. Look at it just flowing, flowing, flowing. I love this hair. It's really, really soft. And I even cut my wefts and I still have like no shedding, minimum shedding. I wore this wig for about 3 days, and you can also switch your part and put it in the middle. I didn't even like bother changing the part. I just turned the wig, and it fits really good because you have adjustable straps in the back. And also this company is having a sale for Christmas, so make sure you check out their sale and get you some bundles before Christmas. If not, I also have a code so you can get some dollars off, so just check the description box down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.